Yeah, good evening, boys. Yeah, so we're continuing with integers. This is from NCRT, exercise 1.1 from NCRT. All right, look at this question. You're not writing anything today, just listen to me. Okay, so following number line. Okay, see the board. Following number line shows the temperature in degrees Celsius. Okay, you can see a number line below. Following meaning the below given number line. Okay, the following number line shows the temperature in degrees Celsius. So there are at least we know 3 different scales in which temperature is measured, right? What do we know? Celsius scale, Celsius, then Celsius, then degree is the unit for measuring temperature. Fahrenheit, then Kelvin, Kelvin scale. So we say degree C for, so when you say 32 degrees Celsius, the temperature is measured in the Celsius scale. Okay. And supposing some 100 degrees Fahrenheit. See, we know that the normal body temperature is 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit, right? Yes or no? 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit is a normal body temperature. Okay. Similarly, we have the Kelvin scale. So there are 3 different units in which temperature can be measured: Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. So here the temperature is measured in degrees Celsius at different places on a particular day. Okay, fine. So see here. You can see Lahul Spiti. It's a district in Himachal Pradesh. Lahul Spiti. Yeah, come fast, slide. Close fully. Take your seat on the second bench there. Yeah, Darshan. Look at the board. Yeah. Okay. So we have Lahul Spiti. You can see the districts here. Lahul Spiti, Srinagar. That's the capital of Jammu and Kashmir. Shimla, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla, Uti. It's a place in Tamil Nadu, and Bengaluru. All right. Karnataka. All right. So Lahul Spiti, Srinagar, Shimla, Uti, Bengaluru. So in these 5 places, the temperature on a particular day is measured and represented on the number line. You should be able to express that. It's not enough if you know the answer. What is given? Okay. So on the number line, the temperature measured in degrees Celsius has been represented. Correct? On the number line, the temperature measured in degrees Celsius has been represented, and the temperatures of 5 different places on a particular day is represented. Now, what is the question? Observe this number line and write the temperature of the places marked on it. All right. So that's the first question. Observe the number line and write the temperatures marked on it. So tell me, what's your answer for A? The temperature. I'll ask one by one. Danvin, first one. The temperature at Lahul Spiti is -8 degrees Celsius. Okay, correct. Next, Navneet, the temperature at Srinagar is? Yeah, now I'll tell you how to write. See, you should write the temperature at only once. Then below Lahul Spiti is -8 degrees Celsius. Then Srinagar. Srinagar is -2 degrees Celsius. Next, Shimla. Avnish. Plus or minus? Positive 5 degrees Celsius. And Darshan, Ooty? Ooty is plus 15 or 15? Hello? 14 degrees Celsius. And last one, Anirudh? 22 degrees Celsius. Bengaluru is 22 degrees Celsius. Very good. Next one. What is the temperature? The same figure is here, okay? It's not a new figure. It's the same figure. What? This is the next question. Same question. Question number 1. This is the next sub question. No. What is the temperature difference between the hottest and the coldest places among the above? What is the temperature difference? Only difference meaning you'll have to subtract between the. You should answer only if asked. Between the hottest and the coldest places. Okay, so which is the hottest place? Bengaluru is the hottest place. Hottest place is Bengaluru. Are you comfortable, Navneet? You want to sit away from the blower? You want to sit here? You can change your place. But that side, hottest place is Bengaluru with a temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Coldest place. Yeah, is Lahul Spiti. Lahul Spiti with a temperature of -8 degrees Celsius. Now you need to find the difference. So you should write required difference. Required difference. See how you should write it. Watch carefully. Write the two temperatures. Difference. Okay, so write the two. See difference between hottest and coldest. So you must write hottest first and then the coldest. If they say difference between the coldest and hottest, first you must write coldest and then the hottest. The order is important. Okay, don't write anything. No. I'll tell you. Look at the screen. Look at the board. Now, so you should write hottest first. Hottest is what? 22 degrees Celsius. You just write, okay. And this is the coldest, right? -8 degrees Celsius. Now you have to find, see what I have written. 22 degrees Celsius first, and then -8 degrees Celsius. Now, what should you do with these two numbers? Subtract. So you should put a minus sign. You should not say that 8 already has minus sign, so I did not put a minus sign. You must not say that 8 already has minus, so I didn't put minus. Write the temperatures. See, I'm writing it again for you. For those who did not notice, see here. Write the two temperatures. Step 1, write the two temperatures. 22 degrees Celsius in one bracket, -8 degrees Celsius in the other bracket. Now you have to find the temperature difference. Difference means you should put a minus sign between the two. So this is equal to 22 degrees Celsius. Minus into minus is plus 8 degrees Celsius. So the difference is 30 degrees Celsius. Is it understood, children? Anirudh? Yeah. Now, what is the temperature difference between Lahul Spiti and Srinagar? Okay. What is the temperature difference between Lahul Spiti and Srinagar? So you must just say required difference, or you can write difference once again. Okay. So temperature difference between Lahul Spiti and Srinagar is equal to, what should I write? Is equal to, what's the temperature Lahul Spiti? -8 degrees Celsius. And at Srinagar? -2 degrees Celsius. Now you have to find the difference. Now, Navneet, what should I do? Yeah. And then it will become what? 8 degrees Celsius. Minus into minus plus 2 degrees Celsius. Correct? Anirudh, what's the final answer? Sign. Yeah, what's the answer? What's the answer, Darshan? Minus? No. Avnish? Minus 6. 6 degree. 6 minus 6 minus 6, 10, 6. The correct answer is minus 6. Different signs. Subtract. And put the sign of the greater number. Different signs, subtract. So we subtract 8 minus 2, 6. And put the sign of the greater number. Yes or no? We know that rule or should I? We know that rule. Yes. We are measuring it in negative. No, then we are measuring itself in negative. Minus 8 degrees Celsius. Then how can you say that it's always positive? Okay, so minus 6 degrees Celsius. Is that fine, children? Yeah. Next. Can we say temperature of Srinagar and Shimla taken together? So let's do that first. Can we say temperature of Srinagar and Shimla taken together? That means what is the operation? Taken together means is the operation addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Addition. Taken together means addition. So taken together. See, if I say my marks and Dhanvan's marks taken together, that means sum of what I have scored plus what he scored. Addition. Okay. So we should say sum of the. See, how you present the answer is very important. Okay. So sum of, you should use the word sum. Sum of the temperatures. Correct? Sum of the temperatures at, okay, of Srinagar and Shimla. Shimla is equal to, write the temperature. What's the temperature at Srinagar? Srinagar. Minus 2 degrees Celsius. And Shimla? 5 degrees Celsius. What should you do? Plus. So now open the bracket. Minus 2 degrees Celsius plus 5 degrees Celsius. Yes, different signs. So what's the answer? Subtract and put the sign of the. Yeah, so what's the final answer? 3 degrees. Is it plus or minus 3, Anirudh? So simply 3 degrees Celsius, correct? Simply 3 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, so temperature of Srinagar and Shimla taken together we have done. Next, less than the temperature at Shimla. What is the temperature at Shimla? Temperature at Shimla. What's the temperature at Shimla? 5 degrees Celsius. Now answer. Now understand the question. The question is, see, the temperature of Srinagar and Shimla taken together. How much is that? 3 degrees Celsius. Is it less than the temperature at Shimla? That is 5 degrees Celsius. So the question is 3 degrees Celsius less than 5 degrees Celsius? Yes. So the answer is yes. Yes. I'll explain again. Wait. So the answer is yes. Yes. You should write yes. The temperature of Srinagar and Shimla taken together is less than, you should, you should complete it. All right. So now how do we understand this question? Can we say the temperature of Srinagar and Shimla taken together? So taken together meaning addition. Temperature of Srinagar plus temperature of Shimla. Have that answer. This one is less than, so you have to compare this with something else. It's less than the temperature at Shimla. So we'll have to compare two things. What are we comparing? We are comparing the sum of the temperatures of Srinagar and Shimla with the temperature of Shimla. We're comparing two things. Like I'm comparing my weight and my son's weight. Okay, so my weight and my son's weight. So I'm 3 times his weight. So like that. So here we comparing two things. The temperature of Srinagar and Shimla taken together. That is one thing. That means you should add the temperatures. Have that answer. And the other one is temperature at Shimla. You should compare these two. That's what I've done. What have I done? First, I found the sum of the temperatures of Srinagar and Shimla. I got an answer, 3 degrees Celsius. Then temperature at Shimla, 5 degrees Celsius. Now we'll have to compare this answer and this answer. Is this one less than this one? Yes, it is less. Do we understand the question and the answer clearly? Very good. All right. What do these dots mean? I just put, what does this mean? No, I have to complete this. Yes, the temperature. Yeah, Anirudh, tell me what it is. Yes. Read. Yes. Taken together. Less than temperature at Shimla. அப்படின்னு complete பண்ணணும். அதுதான் நான் எழுதாம சும்மா dots போட்டு வச்சிட்டேன். All right. Okay. So that's about the first. Oh, so sorry. Sorry. Thank you. Is it also less than the temperature at Srinagar? Is it also less than the temperature at Srinagar? So that means you have to compare the first thing with the temperature at Srinagar. Is it less than the temperature at Srinagar? What is the temperature at Srinagar? -2 degrees Celsius. Now, is 3 degrees Celsius less than -2 degrees Celsius? No. So here you should say no. Now, Dhanvan, tell me how will you write the second part completely? No. No. What? No.
It is
Not it is. No. The temperature.
the temperature of Srinagar and Shimla taken together is not less than the temperature of Srinagar.
Very good. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. All of you will say yes. Yeah.
I thought we can put it together and but
No, they're two different questions. You shouldn't. Yes. Still, second one. No. No, you're not sure about what you're saying. So tell me.
Taken together is not less than the temperature of Srinagar.
At Srinagar. Very good. Yeah. Is not less. Very good. Darshan? Yes, illa. Next one answer pandrom. Either compare pandrom. Which are the two temperatures we are comparing? இல்ல numbers சொல்லுங்க. மேல numbers எழுதிருக்கேன். எந்த ரெண்டு நம்பரை கம்பேர் பண்றோம்? No. Anirudh. Which are the first எந்த ரெண்டு temperatures கம்பேர் பண்ணோம்? மேல நான் எழுதிருக்கேனே. நான் 3 எழுதிருக்கேன். I've written 3 degrees Celsius, 5 degrees Celsius and -2 degrees Celsius. First questionக்கு எந்த ரெண்டு temperatures கம்பேர் பண்ணோம்? I don't want stories. Which two numbers are we comparing for the first one? No. Yes. இல்ல numbers சொல்லுங்க. First we compared 3 degrees Celsius and 5 degrees Celsius. First question. Yes, sir. அதுதானே இங்க ரெண்டு தானே இருக்கு. First வந்து 3 and 5 compare பண்றோம். அடுத்தது next we are comparing what? 3 and yes or no? First we compared 3 degrees Celsius and 5 degrees Celsius. So we said yes, 3 degrees Celsius is less than 5 degrees Celsius. Then we have to compare 3 degrees Celsius and -2 degrees Celsius. So for that the answer is no. It is not less than the temperature at Srinagar. Do we understand? Very good. So I'm not writing that part. You should know how to complete that. No, and then you should know how to complete it. So that's about the first question. First question had 4 sub-questions. We've answered all of them. Please answer only if I ask you, okay? Now, in a quiz, positive marks. What's your book? In a quiz, positive marks are given for correct answers and negative marks are given for incorrect answers. If Jack's score, not Jack's, okay. If Jack scores in 5 successive rounds, if Jack's scores, oh, okay. If Jack's scores in 5 successive rounds were 25, -5, -10, 15, and 10. Because there's negative marking, okay? There's negative marking, meaning what? Supposing you get 2 marks for correct answers. 2 marks for correct answers. And suppose 1 mark minus for incorrect answers. Incorrect answers, okay? Now, supposing you answer 4 correctly. 4 correctly. So 4 into 2, you would have got 8 marks. 8 marks. Correct? Supposing you answer 10 incorrectly. 10 tappu. Abdina -1 into 10. -10 marks. You lose 10 marks. So what is your score? -2. So it is possible to get a negative score because there's negative marking. There is negative marking. In the examinations we have at school, we don't have negative marking. If you don't get it right, you get 0 for it. But if you attempt a question and you're wrong, you get 0. The teacher doesn't give you -2 for that. You don't. So your papers are, there is no negative valuation. But here, if you're wrong, you lose marks. அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணோம், தெரியலன்னா விட்டுறணும். அது 0 போயிடும். நீங்க தெரியாத அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணி தப்பா இருந்தாக்க நெகட்டிவ் மார்க்ஸ். Okay. Now you understand when you can get a negative score? Because when you attempt something and it's wrong, the answer is wrong, you get it. Yeah, your score is reduced, so you get negative marks for that. Successive na one after the other. Successive meaning one after the other. 5 round ஏதோ test conduct பண்ணிருக்காங்க. 5 round test. Successive na one after the other. So if Jack scores in 5 successive rounds, okay, where ஒரு roundல 25 marks, அடுத்த roundல -5 marks, அடுத்த roundல -10, அடுத்த roundல 15 and then 10. What was his total at the end? $20. So you should say total. Jack's total score is equal to. No, I want the steps. Tell me. Jack's total score is equal to what? 25. Put everything in a bracket. See here, 20. Okay, so write the numbers, write all the scores in a bracket like this. -5, -10, 15, and 10. This is the first step. All right, write all the scores in a bracket. And you'll have to add, right? You'll have to add. Now connect the brackets with a plus sign because you have to add. Write all the scores in a bracket. That's the first step. And connect the brackets with a plus sign because you'll have to find the total. So addition. In the next step, remove the brackets. 25 plus into minus is -5, plus into minus is -10, plus 15, plus 10. Now gather all the positive numbers. So positive 25, positive 15, positive 10, -5, -10. Is that fine? Now the sum of the positive numbers, 25 plus 15, 40, 40 plus 10, 50. -5 minus 10 is -15. Same signs, add and put the same sign. Same signs, add and put the same sign. 15 and -15, correct? Now 50 minus 15 is 35. This is how you should do it. Do you all understand? First, write all the scores in. First, write all the scores in a bracket. All right. First, write all the scores in a bracket. Connect the brackets with a plus sign because we'll have to find the total score. Then remove the brackets. Multiply the signs and remove the bracket. That's the second step. After removing the brackets, collect all the positive numbers and then the negative numbers. That's the third step. Now find the sum of all the positive numbers and the negative numbers. Then the final answer. This is the procedure. Now your teacher should have told you the same thing. Was it different? ஒரு ஸ்டெப் நான் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா வேணாலும் சொல்லிருக்கலாம், பட் வேற மாதிரி இருக்காது. 7th standard குழந்தைக்கு இப்படிதான் இது. Yes or no? That's all. Understood all of you? I emphasis in using brackets. So you will get one step extra. Sometimes maybe your teacher does not put a bracket, but it's very, very important. First step, now you're in 7th standard, so you have to use brackets. First step, எல்லா நம்பர்ஸையும் bracketல போட்டுட்டு plus sign நடுவுல போடணும். ஏன்னா total கண்டுபிடிக்கிறோம். அப்புறம் bracket remove பண்ணணும். இப்படி தான் பண்ணணும். Very good. So that you don't go wrong. Next, at Srinagar, temperature was -5°C on Monday, and then it dropped by 2°C on Tuesday. Srinagar, temperature was -5°C on Monday, and then it dropped by. That means it comes minus. Okay, on Tuesday. What was the temperature of Srinagar on Tuesday? On Wednesday, it rose by. Rose meaning increased, not the rose, not the flower rose. It rose by meaning it increased by 4°C. What was the temperature on this day? Okay, so I want the steps. Darshan, first step. Temperature on அப்படி எழுதக்கூடாது. On Monday temperature was na எழுதக்கூடாது. Temperature on Monday. Temperature on Monday. On Monday எவ்வளோ? -5°C. Decrease in temperature எவ்வளோ? Decrease in temperature. How much? What's the decrease in temperature? No, we'll give him 1 minute's time. Yeah, Darshan, read the question fully and be ready with the answer I'll ask. Two degree Celsius. So then what is the temperature on Tuesday? Temperature on Tuesday is equal to subtract no. So ரெண்டுத்தையும் எழுதணும். -5°C and then -2°C. It decreases, no? So 2°C, and since it decreases, it's minus. So it is -5°C, -2°C, correct? Write the two temperatures in a bracket. And should you add or subtract? It dropped by 2°C. Okay, so that means minus. We all understand this? So it is -7°C. This is the temperature on Tuesday. Now, what happens on Wednesday? So you should say increase in temperature, correct? Now you must say increase in temperature. Yeah, increase in temperature. Yeah, tell me, increase in temperature is equal to? 4°C. Increase in temperature is 4°C. So now the temperature on Wednesday. Temperature on Wednesday. Yes, Dhanvin, is equal to?
-7 plus 4°C.
-7°C in a bracket, 4°C in a bracket, and then you should add. So that is -7°C plus 4°C, which is what's the answer? -3°C. Very good. Is this understood? Now I'll share all these slides with you. You must complete all this before you come to the next class. Because now what will happen? I'll teach you, and then simply you have to write down in your book. You'll just blindly copy it, right? So we won't spend time on all that here. We'll learn as much as possible in the class, and this you can complete. I'll share all these slides. Before you come to the next class, you should have written all this in your notebook. Sometimes we'll work in the class. Don't think always I'll be doing this. Now this is easy, so you can complete it at home. We'll work in the class also. Yes. All right. A plane is flying at the height of 5,000 meters above the sea level. Yes. For this one or the earlier one? Yeah, correct. You should add. Okay. Distance is not okay. I'll tell you one thing. 1 minute. I'll tell you. Okay, fine. Since he's already learned it in school, he has a doubt. Okay, I understand what his question is. So let me tell you about that. Now, all of you are playing. Okay, you're playing some game. You're all using a number line. You've drawn a big number line on the floor. It's a big, like say the terrace of one of your terrace. So you've drawn a big line and you've marked 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that. And you're playing some game on the number line. Now say one of you is standing at -7. Another one is standing at -10. Now what is the distance between the two of you? What is the distance between you both? Distance is there's -8 here, -9 here, right? The distance is 1, 2, 3 units. Distance is always positive. Just because you're standing on one is at -7, the other is at -10, doesn't mean that the distance between you both is -3. Because distance is never negative. That's the reason. Numbers can be positive or negative or 0. Numbers. Now your score can be a negative score. But the distance between two places, if I say the distance between Trichy and Chennai is -500 kilometers, it's funny, right? Or if I ask you to run -100 meters, Avanish, run -100 meters. So you'll be like, how to run backwards 100 meters, minus. But that also is +100. No, you're still covering some distance. That also cannot be minus. Even if you run backwards 100 meters, it's +100 only. No, you're running. Yeah, it can't be negative. So when it is distance is always positive. Numbers can be negative, positive, 0, fraction, whatever. Distance is always positive. Distance can be a fraction. It can be a positive fraction. 5/2, 7/2, it can be a fraction, but positive. Distance is never negative. All right. Okay. All right. So the distance between these two will be +3 only. I'll tell you how. 1, 2, 3, +3. Because distance is positive. Yes or no? Can we run -100 meters in your school running race? Relay. -400 meters relay. Not possible. Okay. Okay. A plane is flying at a height of 5,000 meters above the sea level. Yeah, before this, I'll tell you something. I'm going to schedule an exam for you. All of you have got your credentials, right? You all know how to use a portal? You all know how to use a portal, right? I shared your credentials. Okay, I'll show you. Just remind me, I'll show you. Okay, let me do it. So browser, open the browser, then type Athar. I've sent all this for you. Athar.testpress.in. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Open the browser. But I think that those who want it can look and understand. Okay, open the browser in your device and type athar.testpress.in. I'll share this with you. I've already shared it. Type this and just say enter. Is that fine? It'll bring you. Okay, since I'm already logged in. When you do that, it'll get you to a page like this. When you say athar.testpress.in and say enter, it'll bring you to this page. Here you have to enter your username and password, which I've given you, but I'll share it again with you. All right. Now I'm entering my username and my password. All right. And I should say just log in. Just log in. Not log in with Google. Just say log in. And it will bring you to a page like this. Here you will see only 3 tabs. You will see exams and I think you'll see documents and another one analytics. You will not see these 5 tabs: exams, questions, documents, memberships. You will not see all this. From the admin side, I can see all this. You will not be able to see so many tabs, but you will see exams, documents, and analytics. Is that fine? Now here in exams, you can see your exams here. Yeah. So how do you take up the exam? Just okay, let me log in from Navneet's. Yeah. Yeah, it will be like this. So see your exams, documents, and analytics. Okay, so in the available exams, see, there are so many exams. You just say start exam. Just say start exam. See your start exam. You can see all the details outside. Okay, there's some problem. Fine, no problem. There was a problem already. I've told the technical team. Fine, it'll take you to the exam, and then you just have to attend the exams and like submit the exam. Okay, that's fine. Now the important thing is here. I will not be giving you options. Okay, you will not find any options there. Normally it's an MCQ, so there will be 4 options, right? Now the exam which I'm going to schedule today or tomorrow, that is before your next class, there'll be an exam which you have to complete. You have to enter the answer there. I'll tell you how to enter the answer. You should enter the answer. How should you enter the answer? Don't leave a space in the front. Supposing you leave a space and then suppose the answer is 25. You leave a space by mistake and you type 25. It will say wrong, meaning you will get 0 for that. Don't leave space at all. 25 is answer, so 25. That's it. If you leave 2 spaces and then you type 25, your answer is correct. But the system will not recognize your answer. The system will recognize only 25. If it's minus 25, minus and then 25. You're sleepy. Okay. If it's minus 25, so topic is integers. If it's minus 25, minus and 25. No space anywhere. Suppose you do like minus 2 and space and 5. It'll be wrong. So be very careful while writing the answers. Your answer is 25, minus 25. You say minus 2 space and 5. You will get 0. So I'm telling you, this is the only problem that can happen. All right. So be very careful in typing the correct answer. Otherwise, it will be fine. You don't have to write units and all that. Just write the answer. Only the number. There'll be only 3 digits. Your answer will have only 3 or 4 characters. See the sign. If it is negative, minus sign. If it's positive, don't put the plus sign. If it's positive, don't. Final answer. Yes, yes. If it's plus, don't put the plus sign. Just write 25. If it's minus, then minus 25. All right. Yeah, let's continue with this. No. All this is not allowed. Please sit down. Navneet, just turn on the light. No. I need to. There's no place. Go behind. You can come here if you want. Come here. First light put it. First switch. No, turn it off. Second one. Yeah, come. Yeah. A plane is flying at a height of 5,000 meters above the sea level. At a particular point, it's exactly above a submarine floating 1,200 meters below the sea level. Can you see the submarine here? Can you see the submarine here? Now this is 1,200 meters below the sea level. And where is the aeroplane? It's 5,000 meters above the sea level. The submarine is 1,200 meters below the sea level. And the plane is 5,000 meters above the sea level. Now the question is, what is the vertical distance between them? What is this distance between them? What is the distance between them? You should not subtract the distance between them. 6,200, because distance is positive. So from here, so from the plane to the sea level, 5,000 meters. From here to here, 1,200 meters. So totally 6,200 meters. Because distance is always positive. Okay, so supposing you'll have to come down, okay, with the help, suppose you'll have to come down from here to here, it's 5,000 meters, and from here to here, 1,200 meters. So totally 5,000 plus 1,200, 6,200 meters. Yeah. There's not a number line. It distance. There's not a number line. It's distance. See, from the plane to come to the surface of the water, what distance you will travel? 5,000. And from the surface of the water, if you have to go and touch the submarine, how long? What is the distance you will travel? 1,200. So what's the total distance you will travel? 5,000 plus 1,200, 6,200. Now, okay, if the distance between the two is 3,800, covering 3,800 meters from the plane, can you touch the submarine? You will not even touch the surface of the water because you have not still covered 5,000 meters. Only if you cover 5,000 meters, you will touch the surface of the water. You have covered only 3,800 meters, 5,000 minus 1,200. Then you will not even, touch the surface of the water, right? With addition. So the vertical distance between them. So the answer is simple here. Okay, so vertical, what should you write? Vertical distance between the plane and the submarine is equal to 5,000
plus 1,200 meters.
Very good. Mohan deposits. Now this one is so again it's very situational. When it's money problem, if you deposit, it's positive. If you withdraw, it is negative. See, I give you 100 rupees. Then next day I take 20 rupees from you. So it's subtracting only, no? I gave you 100 rupees. Next day I'm taking 20 rupees from you. So next day I'm taking 20 rupees from you. Mohan deposits 2,000 in his bank account and withdraws rupees 1,642 from it the next day. If withdrawal of the amount from the account is represented by a negative integer, then how will you represent the amount deposited? Find the balance in Mohan's account after withdrawal. So see, you have to, the answer is very simple, but you need to read the question. I'm reading it again for you. Mohan deposits 2,000 rupees in his bank account. So it will be plus 2,000. Depositing is plus. So 2000 is plus 2000. And withdraws rupees 1642 from men. So minus 1642. Withdrawal is negative. Minus 1642 because the balance will reduce. No, the balance will reduce. If the withdrawal of the amount from the account is represented by a negative integer, so that is minus 1642, then how will you represent the amount deposited? Positive it will be. Find the balance in Mohan's account after the withdrawal. So what will be the answer? No. What is the first question? What is the first question? How will you represent the... Yeah. Amount deposited by Mohan. No, is equal to plus. Withdrawn.
Equal to minus rupees balance among the money in Mohan's account. Mohan's account is equal to 2000 minus 1642.
How much?
468. 460.
Can't be 460.
And 300.
300 and
350.
correct.
Yes,
350.
300.
Correct, boys?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it understood? That's it. Very simple. Okay, now let me do this one because it's time. We have 10 moments. Now, this also will be a part of the homework. In a magic square. So now what is this magic square? Now, if the square is given to be a magic square, then okay, no, let me not explain. Let's do it now. 1 minute. What is the sum of what's the total of the numbers in this first row? No, I think Avnish, don't get too excited. You're disturbing, meaning you're disturbing yourself. Yeah, relax. Relax, children. Okay, now see here. How many rows are there? 1, 2, 3 rows. How many rows? 3 rows. First row, second row, third row. Correct? Same sum. Yeah. Now, this is the first column, second column, third column. Correct? So this is one diagonal. This is the other diagonal. Correct? Now, there are totally 8 parts here. 8 parts. First row, second row, third row. First column, second column, third column. One diagonal, second diagonal, or first diagonal, second diagonal, or whatever. So 3 rows. In this square, 3 rows, 3 columns, 2 diagonals. All of this should have the same sum, the same total. If they have the same total, it's a magic square. If even in of these 8 things, even if one has a different total, it's not a magic square. Okay. So how should you present the answer? How should you present the answer? Okay, I'll just tell you orally now. I'll send the answer, tell you orally now. You should write sum of the numbers along the first row. What? Sum of the numbers along the first row. So 5, it will be 5 plus minus 1 plus minus 4. What's the answer? So it will be 5 minus 1 minus 4. So 0. 0. Then you should write sum of the numbers along the second row. So minus 5 minus 2 plus 7, 0. Can you see that? It's 0. Third row. Third row is also 0. First column.
0.
Second column.
0.
Third column.
0.
This diagonal from left to right.
0.
Diagonal from right to left. Minus 6. minus 6. So everywhere the sum was 0, but the diagonal from right to left, does not have the same sum 0. So it's not a magic square. The question is, check which of the following is a magic square. Check which. Any number. Oh, very nice question. Very good question. The sum of the numbers need not be 0. It can be anything. It can be a fraction, it can be a decimal, anything it can be. But everything should have the same total. It can be anything. It can be 0, negative, positive, fraction, decimal, anything. The total can be like 55.782. Everywhere that total should be 55.782. Then it's a magic square. Even if one sum is different, it's not a magic square. Very good. Nice question. Understood? So you should do the second one in the same way. Understood, boys? I'll send the steps. Do not blindly copy, children. Please understand what you're writing. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, I'll send it with the answers. I'll send it with the steps. All right. Now look at this. Rita goes 20 kilometers towards east. From a point A. So this is the point A. Rita goes 20 kilometers towards east. From a point A to point B. So this is 20 kilometers. A to B is 20 kilometers. She moves 30 kilometers towards west along the same road. So she comes back 30 kilometers. If the distance towards east is positive, how will you represent distance travel towards west? By which integer will you represent her final position from A? Answer the questions. So how will you represent the distance travel towards west? This is one question. Then by which integer will you represent her final position from A? Two questions you have. Yes, Anirudh, how will you represent the distance travel towards west? Okay, how was the distance travel towards east represented? Very good. All of you say that. How was the distance traveled towards east represented? It's given in the question. We are not saying that. The distance, because east and west are opposite directions. North and south are opposite directions. Okay, so the distance moved towards east is positive. The distance traveled in the opposite direction is negative. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Yes, boys. So it's given that the distance traveled towards east is positive. So opposite direction, west will be negative. So that's the first question. First question, how will you represent the distance traveled towards west? The distance traveled towards west will be represented by a negative integer. West. East is positive. West is negative. By which integer will you represent her final position A? What will be the integer for the final position A? Integer. No, actually, I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you. 1 minute. I should be more clear. 1 minute. So it's like this. This one is 0. This one is 10. This is like 20. This is 30. And she comes back. How much? Oh, how much did she come back? Oh, this is 20. Oh, sorry. 1 minute. She goes 20. Rita goes 20 kilometers towards east. from a point A to B. Oh, this is 20. So this is 0, this is 10, and this is 20. She's here. And then she comes back 30. So this is 10, 20, she comes back 30. Yeah. So by which integer will you represent her final position? Minus 10. I'll write it again. See here. She starts from A. Rita starts from A. And she goes like this to the point B. The distance is 20 kilometers. So like this is 0, this is 10, and this is 20. Okay, now she comes back 30 kilometers. So like this, she comes back 30 kilometers, 30 kilometers. Okay, so this one should be minus 10, right? So there are two questions. How will you represent the distance traveled towards west? By a negative integer. How will you represent the distance traveled towards west? Negative integer. And what is the, how will you represent the final position? Minus 10. She will be at minus 10. Yeah. No, final position. In which position is she standing? Not the distance. It's not given distance here. By which integer will you represent her final position? See, he's standing at position minus 7. You are standing at position minus 10. But the distance between you is 3 units. Position you are standing is negative. The distance cannot be negative, I said. You can stand now. I told you, no, you boys are playing on the number line. So you can stand on a positive integer. He'll stand on a negative integer. But the distance between you both will be positive. Correct? Yeah. So she comes back to this point that's represented by the integer minus 10. The distance is not minus 10 units. Okay. Okay. So it's time. I know 1 second.